I'm just going to cut to the chase. If you clicked on this video, you're probably struggling in some way, maybe depressed, anxious, addicted. I don't know. Really, the possibilities are endless. And you might look at me and think like I'm young. My experience is slim to none. And both of those are pretty much true. I mean, I pretty much faked my life for the first 18 years. I'm 18 now. I faked being a Christian. I lied. I stole. I mean, I was addicted. And to be honest, some of that stuff I'm still working on. I'd be a liar if I told you I wasn't. But the point of today's video is to tell you that, you're not alone. Because, first and foremost, if you look up, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I need help on YouTube. And I know those are weird things to look up. Those videos have millions of views. So, first of all, you're not alone if you're struggling. And, the Bible does talk about teachers are held to a higher standard. I'm not trying to be a teacher here, but I want to be really careful what I say. Because I can imagine if you clicked on this, and there might be one person that watching this video, or there might be 1,000. Who knows? If you clicked on this, you might be struggling in some way, shape, or form, and that's fine. I am too, and that's why I'm making this video. But I'm here to share something that really helped me, and that's being true to who you are. Like, being about the life you say you are. Like the first 17 years of my life, I was pretty much a hypocrite, man. I was going through life living a lie. I mean, I put my identity in material things, mostly sports, money, and friends. All I cared about was acceptance, and it was tough. I put this false persona up, and it hurt me, man. And on top of that, I had legitimate health issues. I was in the hospital for, I think, about a month and a half combined. I was in and out. Caused a lot of trouble and turmoil. And there's still a lot of shame and guilt in my heart for all that. That hasn't been settled. But enough about me. I'm here to share something that helped me. And first and foremost, realize you're not alone. And the lesson for today is everything is in seasons. And like I said, I'm not very qualified to teach on this subject. This is just something that's personally helped me. And it can do the same for you. And so I'm a Christian. I'm gonna just come out and say that. Christ really changed my life, especially over the last year. What I just shared with you was probably about a year ago and back. But I used to tell people I read the Bible. That was a lie. So the first books I read were Psalms and Proverbs, and that was a great choice. And then I stumbled upon Ecclesiastes, and I don't want to say anything I'm not justified to say, but long story short, Ecclesiastes is about, to me, I interpreted it as basically just talking about the meaninglessness of pleasures and material things. And the passage that really hit me is chapter 3 when it talks about a time for everything. That's big time. Everything's in seasons. The background of this is King Solomon. He's a very rich dude. He had probably, I think this reference in this Bible says he was making about 200 million a year. I think that's a little steep, but it knows more than me. But he had concubines, he had money, he had riches, he had houses, he had people to talk to. He could make any wish he had come true. But Solomon felt that life was meaningless. And chapter 3 says, I'll put the verse up on the screen, but it says, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down. A time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and time to gather them. A time to embrace and time to refrain from embracing. And it keeps going. And it covers about every category you could probably think of. But yeah, the takeaway from that is, man, everything's in seasons. I'm thinking about my younger self right now. I thought life would never end, man. I tried so many antidepressants. I saw so many people, and it never filled a void in my heart. And I won't lie to you, I still pray today. I feel like I still have some of that void. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's miles better than what it was. And so yeah, everything's in the seasons. Ecclesiastes really helped me because it made me feel like I was not alone. I'm not rich or anything like King Solomon was. And I can't relate to him in many ways, but how I can relate to them is that I really felt like life was meaningless at so many points. Even 4 months ago when I read this, like I felt everything was going down to the drain. Like I was working just the same old job every day. I was playing the same music on my piano every day. I wasn't talking to my family that much. I had a lot of anger. Was depressed. I was sad. Felt just life was purposeless, man. That's how I felt. And honestly, like it feels a little cringy, kind of like I don't know what to think about. It feels a little crazy right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my testimony. That's what I wanted to share just out of this one passage. And like I said, I'm not qualified and I'm not trying to teach you. I'm just trying to help you in a way that helped me. And that was reading the book of Ecclesiastes and realizing, I'm not alone. And if you literally look up online, there's so much on mental health. And that's because everybody struggles with it, man. And not even mental health, like actual health, like health issues. Life, people die, people suffer, people fight, people argue, there's wars. Like all that stuff, people think about that commonly. And in almost anything you're dealing with, man, you're not alone. So that's what I'm here to say. Hope you all have a blessed day.